Alrighty, there's going to be even less polish to this than the typical video. Um, I just had some ideas as to, you said your shuffle pattern's getting boring. I just want to give you some place where you can explore a little bit and see if you find something more exciting. Um, so, hole chords, and using kind of a claw setup. Which way is going to make this best? Maybe here. Nope. Then it's definitely going to be here. If you take, I'm just on an E chord. So you can either do, thumb pointy middle, or you can do thumb thumb, and then kind of pull all three. But so something like that, and any variation thereof. And you've got a free pinky over here, so see if there's any notes that work with the chords you're playing. I think Robert Johnson was big on throwing that G in with his E chord, and then I don't know. I don't know what he would throw in with his A, but I'm heading out the door to work, so I just wanted to put something together real quick. And then of course other types of blues shuffle instead of that would. Pretty sure I'm out of tune. So your Johnny Cash kind of thing, he obviously didn't originate that. That came from the old blues players were always trying to make it sound like there was more going on. They didn't want to carry anybody else with them, so if they could get the bass run going in their tune, whatever money they happen to make from the bar that night was all theirs instead of somebody else's. So just and you change, don't just go off of what I'm doing, but see if you can find a blues feel in doing whole chords, and see if that maybe helps change things up. If you take that D minor chord, then you can get those sorts of sounds in there. And the D minor chord is, well, it's not a D minor, it's a D minor 7, D, I forget which D chord that is, but instead of being a triangle with the narrow point being up the fretboard, you're going to be a triangle with the narrow point being down the fretboard. It's got to be a diminished somehow. Maybe it's just a D7, I don't know. I thought that's D minor 7, so yeah, that's a D7. Definitely a better sound than there. Now you can take that same upside down triangle, we'll call it, and move it, put your pinky finger on the skinny E string so it doesn't make any noise, and you get those kinds of odd jazzy bluesy tones, you can move it down again, and it, you know, use your pinky to cover your B and your E string. And I don't know what the chords are called. There's some sort of, you know, diminished flat 5 or something to that extent, but they're all there. And you can experiment with using the D shape. And on the D, G, and B string, and on the A, D, and G string. So just places for you to make sounds that maybe you're looking for to spice up what you're doing a little bit. I know that was quick, it was trashy, but if you happen to sit down today and have something different to kind of mess with, cool.